individuals. Let me tell you a story. Whilst I was in Ife, the period I was in Ife, happened to have acquired these cows, and they brought the cows, and I thought that these cows would be looked after and all was well. These cows ran away. They ran away all the way to University of Ife. And I was surprised that some people picked these cows up and they took them to Oni's palace. Yes. That they didn't know who the cows belonged to. 3 beautiful, well-kept cows. It was when they arrived in the palace that inquiries were made to find out who the cows belonged to. I don't think there are many places in Yoruba land that your cows will go missing. I mean, Timalu Basono.
Take it out from the mute so that you
Obalamo.
Thank you very much.
Gbogbo ètò tẹ́ ẹ ṣe kí kó lè yé wa wípé ohun tá à ń pè l'Ọbàtálá, ẹni tá à ń pè l'Ọbàtálá, ìlànà Ọbàtálá funfun nẹ́nẹ́nẹ́nẹ́ní, absolute transparency. You have been totally transparent. Ẹ tún ṣe wá lóore, ẹ tún jẹ́ ká rí inú temple ibi tí àwọn ìsìn máa ti ṣe é dúró. Ó dàbẹ̀ pé ijó máa ń pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Ọba mi sọ
ijó máa ń pọ̀.
Ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi fi orin yẹn, orin kan tí a fi sí ìgbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn, irú orin tá a máa ń jó tá a bá wà ní agboolé Ọbàtálá. Torí pé bó ṣe ń jójó èsì, ṣé skelewu náà ń jó ní àbí òun náà ń jó sẹ́yìn?
Skelewu kọ́ là ń jó. Okay, yeah, ti fẹ́ sọ̀tẹ̀.
Báwo ni mo fẹ́ gbọ́? Ẹgbẹ́ fún mi ò kí ni o. Ọba mẹ̀sán jókòó kò bá mi jó. Àmọ́ ti fẹ́ lọ nù ẹ̀mí o.
Yeye. Okay.
Ẹ ṣe gbogbo ẹyẹ bá mi pẹ́ dákú. Let me ẹ jẹ́ kí one day mo lọ sífẹ̀. Mo bá ọlọ́mọdé àkọjá ayé wa, mo bá ní mo wọ́ balẹ̀ sùn lọ. Nígbà torí bọ́dún kódà nǹkan láṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ òun. Láti jọ́nà mi kọjá ní mi tiẹ̀ ti kọjá nítòsí ibẹ̀. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lákòókò yẹn ọba lápọ̀? Iṣẹ́ ni mo bára mi níbi tí mi ò tiẹ̀ fẹ́. Gbogbo nǹkan ayé yìí ni mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí. Olódùmarè ló ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo fi yẹn ṣe ẹ̀rí pé
mo fẹ́ sáré sọ nǹkan ọjọ́.
Mo gbọ́ yìí.
Mo fẹ́ fi àsìkò yìí fi bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀.
Ẹ ṣeun, ẹ tẹ̀síwájú.
A ti ń gbọ́ pẹ̀lú research tá a ti ń gbọ́, wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n fi Ọbàtálá temple ní Ilé Ifẹ̀ wọ́n fi ń ṣe 419. Mo ti béèrè, mo ti ṣe research. Wọ́n ní wọ́n máa ń kó àwọn èèyàn wá, tó bá fi gbá wọn ní wọ́n fẹ́ fi wọ́n joyè, wọ́n máa kó wọn wá sí Ifẹ̀ dé Ọbàtálá temple. Ìgbà míì wọn ò ní rí bàbá, wọn ò ní rí anybody, wọ́n kàn ṣàdúrà ní díẹ̀ Ọbàtálá, wọn máa padà, wọ́n lọ fi wọ́n joyè. Àwa ọmọ ń pa ẹ̀ o. Tẹ́ bá dé ìdílé Ìjìtá, Ọbàtálá Holy Temple, the Royal Temple in Ifẹ̀, ẹ bá rí ọba alámọ̀, ẹ bá rí Ikúàdé, ọba Ikúàdé Ìṣòwò, ọba alámọ̀, àbí kẹ́ rí bàbá, ẹ má kówó lẹ̀ fún wọn o, ẹ má kówó lẹ̀ o. Ìtorí pé a ti ń gbọ́ pé àwọn èèyàn ń wá, wọ́n máa kó èèyàn wá láti ìlú òyìnbó. Wọ́n máa dé Temple Ọbàtálá, iwájú Temple Ọbàtálá wọ́n máa padà. We have phone number, we have address, we have everything. There are contacts everywhere. Obalamo ní nọ́mbà, Obalesu ní nọ́mbà, èmi ọba Mẹ́sàn-án ní nọ́mbà in diaspora in United Kingdom. So I think oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rọ̀. So what I'm trying to say is that there is a lot of rumors going on that people are coming to Obatala temple for fraud. Obatala does not do fraud. We are not into fraud. If you want to become, you want to come and worship in Obatala temple, there are priests and princesses in the Obatala temple. Our divine, the Lord divine grace is there. You can meet him with special arrangement, with invitation. There are people coming from Cuba, from America, from Belgium, Germany, all over the world. We have email address, contact. Even through even through Yeye, you can contact us. So all these things need to be stopped. We do not know anything about these people coming behind our back. As far as we are concerned, you want to become Oba in Obatala Holy Temple, the Royal Temple in Ife. We are the one you are supposed to come through. If anybody bring you to Ife, you are not connected to Oba Meso and Oba Lamo, Oba Kwade. They will just scam you. You can wear any crown your head is in your head. We don't know. We don't deny you because we don't know you. So I'm just using this media to speak my mind out, enough with the whole story about fraud. We do not do fraud in Obatala temple. We love ourselves. We worship the true deity and worship Olodumare through Obatala. So we should know that we are not worshiping demons. I don't know where those words come from. We are Allah. We are from the source, the divine. The divine one is in that temple that leads everything we do in Ileife. So please, I use this job to beg every one of us. Anything we want to do, we should do it well. It does not concern us. It does not concern us. All of us, the divine ones will be aware. Obalemo is there. There are a lot of spiritual leaders in Obatala temple. So I just want to use the opportunity to say this is how you
Òrìṣà, ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣe àfikún yẹn because ara iṣẹ́ tí Ọbàtálá gbélé mi lọ́wọ́ nìyẹn. Ṣẹ́rí èyí lóòótọ́ tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ ọba eléyà lọ́jọba á ní ọba léṣù ni tòun á lọ dẹ́rẹ́ àládé alọ́ba léṣù ni. Ṣẹ́rí bàbá gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọba òrìṣà àgbáyé olórí ọba òrìṣà lágbàáyé àti ìlú tí ìrọ̀jẹ́ ètìtà tí bàbá ti wá bàbá fi àyè lẹ̀ kí ìṣẹ̀ṣe kó máa gbòòrò sí kí a máa expand bí àwọn ní church àwọn onímọ̀ sí expand ni ọba léṣù fi àyè yẹn lẹ̀. Now àwọn yẹn tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí misuse àyè yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ ti misuse orúkọ yẹn. Now ní abroad ẹnìkan gbé fọ́tò bàbá ọba léṣù sílé ó dẹ̀ ń claim pé òun ni bàbá ọba léṣù. I mean ní Nàìjíríà ń bí ó dẹ̀ ń pe ẹnìkan labroad ó dẹ̀ ń fi fọ́ pé òun ni ọba léṣù. Until tọba léṣù lọ sí travel ẹni ẹsẹ̀ wàá meet tọba léṣù gan pé I know you na bàbá ní òun ò mọ̀ ẹ́ you are the one talking to me. Àbá no I've not. So later I discover ẹni yẹn mo forúkọ bẹ ẹni yẹn láṣìírí. Somebody saw our name here. We have reputation. We are working for Orishala. We are his priest. We are his worker, his priest, and everything. It is our responsibility to protect the name Orishala Obatala because oríṣiríṣi èèyàn ló fi orúkọ Ọbàtálá parọ́ worldwide ló fi ń parọ́. Ọmọ ìwà ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ àṣírí kan. Now the authentic Ọba ní temple Ọbàtálá we have two categories. Now the real Ọba Ìṣòro Ọbàtálá which is also the Ọba Ìṣòro Ilé-Ifẹ̀ grade 1. Then we have the one created by Obadeshu that we call them Obadeshu chiefs, although we call them Oba, that head each state. Tamanko Oni Obala, each state. So you see, Olori Obatala ni state konkon, we have them. But they are Obas. But in the court Obatala temple, they are Obadeshu chiefs. He appointed them. Now, oyè tí wọ́n it's just one day. New year one, show year one. Just because we want a representative in each state of where the Obatala is being practiced. So now we have both. We have in Abuja, we have in Kogi, we have in Kwara, we have in Edo State, we have in Delta, we have in all the Yoruba states also. Now, those are
normally it's 3 days.
Now,
but they want to rush it.
Yes.
So that is why it's 1 day.
Now, another state. Àwọn kan wà pé tó fi pé olórìṣà làwọn. Now, because they know that if they are affiliated to Obatala temple, for one reason or the other, best known to them, Baba ti sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé ẹni bá fẹ́ jẹun, tó bá ti pa obì, breaking of kola for the name. Gbogbo tó ń ṣe nìyẹn kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ. Nígbà tí ìrànlá shinap kan, obì 500 naira, tó fi 500 naira sínú ara tó ṣàdúrà tó lọ pa bí orúkọ. Before you know it, wọ́n ti lọ ṣe adé. Like 100 adé jọ sílé wọn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dé adé. Ọbalẹ́sùnkọ́ ló dé àwọn yẹn ládé o. Ṣé bá dẹ̀ máa sọ wọ́n làwọn ti wá sí Ifẹ̀. Pé àwọn ti wá sí Ifẹ̀ làwọn ti jọba tí wọ́n dé wọn ládé. Àwọn yẹn ló wá pọ̀ jù níta nílẹ̀ Yorùbá nílùú òyìnbó sì wọ́n pọ̀. Náà nínú wọn náà ti lọ ń fi àwọn èèyàn jọba nílùú òyìnbó náà. So this is the challenge. But we kept quiet. But because táṣì ni wọ́n bá máa tú. Ẹni tó bá ṣerú ẹ̀ fún àṣírí wọn ń tún náà ẹni mi àpadà débi alóhùn ti dádé náà àṣẹ bàbá lòun fi dádé ta ló di ánilágbádá báyìí and ó dẹ̀ máa describe pé ẹni tó lẹ̀ déhùn ládé gan òun kàn tí ì ṣe nǹkan kan so those are the things yèyé tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ note wọ́n pọ̀ ń ta rẹpẹtẹ o they will just come irú ọdún sì wọ́n wá bí sábà tilẹ̀ rà ní opportunity tí wọ́n ti dúró lọ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ Ọbalẹ́sù ya fọ́tò ọ̀ ní ijọ́ méjèèjì tí ọ̀ ní máa ń wá bí tó bá ti sáré ẹ̀rí wọn àwọn ọlọ́mọ máa pa kúrú kẹrẹ̀ tó máa fẹ́ ya fọ́tò tó ń gbà àti ibi tí ọ̀nà àti Ọbalẹ́sù bá dúró sí before you know it wọ́n ti lọ ṣe big.
Let me assure you that following on from this program, yeah. I'm going to make sure there's an article in the United Kingdom making it quite clear. In the UK, we are not going to tolerate fraudsters. We are not going to. We are not going to tolerate fraudsters.
Wọ́n ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ view díẹ̀ nínú ẹ̀ wọ́n ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀sẹ̀ ẹ wá kó kí ni ń bí o ẹ jẹ́ kí n kàn tó yín díẹ̀.
Ṣé wọ́n ti wọlé mítìnì ẹ̀yìn ìgbọ́dọ̀ tó?
Mo ti wọlé ìwé ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ nítorí pé àwọn oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rọ̀.
Ṣe ni kẹ́ mute ara yín torí ẹ̀ ń tẹ ẹgbẹ̀ lálejò yẹn she should mute herself.
Ó ti lọ.
This is the beginning ọ̀sẹ̀.
Òrìṣà ńlá ni ó bá bàbá gbogbo aláwọ̀ gbogbo onírú sílé ni ó sì tìlẹ̀ láyé lọ́rùn lẹ́lẹ́ lọ́wọ́
Lady Marisha, glorious day.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Wow, beautiful.
Olúwa ẹ ṣeun.
Wow. Very big.
Inú tempo yẹn
Ó tóbi gan ṣe.
ó tóbi. Àwọn tí
Ṣé
wọ́n
mọ̀ pé
lórí ní orí fún
ṣé mọ̀ pé
ìpínlẹ̀
àwa ọmọ tó yẹ àwa ọmọ tí wàá sọnù tá a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń padà wálé. Àwa ọmọ tá a ti sọnù sí ẹ̀sìn Rome. Àwa ọmọ tá a sọnù sẹ́sìn Rome ta lọ tó yẹ kó ṣáná ló yẹ ká máa polongo ta lọ ń polongo Jesus Christ tó yẹ kó máa wọnú mọ́ọ̀lù àlọ́ máa wàásù tí ò ṣe mọ̀ àtúbọ̀ à ń tara wa lọ́pọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n sì tá a padà wálé. Èèyàn kan ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi ó ní bó mo ṣe discover new faith mi mo ní mi ò discover mo ní mo padà ní àmọ́ sọnù náà ń back home. I am back home kò sọ̀rọ̀ ìwọ ló sọnù báyìí.
Ṣé mọ yèyé
Ẹ ṣeun o, ẹ ṣeun ọba alámọ̀. Ó dàbẹ̀ pé ẹ ṣeun mo dúpẹ́ o. Ẹ ṣeun. Ẹ ṣeun mo dúpẹ́ o. So, dear viewers, I think it's been such a wonderful moment for us to join the service for today. It's never on the same day, and when this particular program was planned, I didn't realize it would be a very important day like this. So I do hope you found the program as informative and illuminating in the way that you will be able to come to a concrete opinion as to whether the royal dynasty of Obatala is worthy of your further investigation, further involvement, and particularly as one lady who has just joined us, it seems clearly that there are people out in the West who are connected to Obatala, and they really need to be encouraged to reconnect with who they are. The connection with who we are is important, for until we know who we are, I can assure you we'll continue to be in a situation of flux, emotional chaos, and as I've encountered on many, many occasions, people who are neither to the left, they are neither to the right, and what they are is individuals with no clarity as to the purpose of their existence, what they're all about, what they should be all about, and particularly always looking for help from the wrong source. If you feel you are in need of assistance and you are guided by your innermost self to reach out to the Obatala team, wherever they may be in the world, I can assure you that you've actually come across three important individuals. One, incidentally, in the West, in the United Kingdom, one in Nigeria who is a priest, two priests, in fact, and of course, His Divine Grace, who is the Obatala incarnate. When you use the word Arole, you're talking about somebody who is an incarnate, somebody representing our ancestors, maybe Ududua, maybe Obatala in this case. I hope you've enjoyed this program, and I'm sure in due course you are likely to join us. But before I say goodbye to you all, let me go straight on to Oba Ishoro, Oba Meso, who is located not too far from me here, United Kingdom. He is in Belfast. Let me give him a few moments to be able to say his final closing remarks before I say goodbye to you all. Over to you, Oba Ishoro.
Thank you, viewers all over the world. I thank you. I'm so happy for today's interview. I thank Olodumare for using Yeye Relutoashi to bless the day today. I pray for peace and love and unity. Especially, we need love in Orisha. That is where we are really lacking a lot. We should please love ourselves. Shango, Ogun, Oya, Ifa. We are one family. You see, this is where the whole problem starts from. You know, they came straight down and separate that Orisha, something out, by saying Orisha is demon, Orisha is bad, is this. These are our ancestors. And the ancestors have been communicating to Olodumare, the divine one from above. So please, we should try and love ourselves. We should try and know that Orisha is not demon. Orisha are saints. These are saints. These are Orisha. These are Orisha, the people that Orisha, that God Olodumare have sent to us. We should listen and respect all the code and cultures. And we should be careful with Ewo. Ewo is part of the thing. Ewo is forbidden things you are not supposed to be doing, things you forbid. If you know all these things and you know Ewo, and we love ourselves, listen to ourselves and respect ourselves, things will be fine. Most of the problem is everybody want to become Oba, everybody want to become king. But mind you, there are people that has been crowned from above into this world. So if you have the foresight, you will know all these things. So we'll begin to understand ourselves. We'll begin to love ourselves. I thank you all for today. I bless you in the name of Obatala, Obatarisha, Obataku. May your name be written in the name of Olodumare book. Ami-Ashe. I bless you all. Thank you, Yeye. You are blessed, Yeye. Thank you for
Ashe. I think it's in order. There's a lady who joined us. I don't know whether she's got any comments before I bring this program to an end. May I invite her to introduce herself? You don't have to put on the video if you don't want to, as long as I can hear your voice. So please introduce yourself and perhaps comment in whichever way you deem appropriate. Yoruba or English is acceptable. Over to you.
Yes. Mo kí gbogbo bàbá mi ọba mẹ́sàn wọn ní pé irú àdájì èmi ò ṣe mọ torí pé ẹ̀sìn kìrìsìtẹ́nì so irú àdájì o mo kí gbogbo ilé o mo tẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn fún àǹfààní tán fún mi láti darapọ̀ ó kàn yẹ pé mo tètè rí WhatsApp yẹn ni but mo dúpẹ́ láti darapọ̀ mọ́ group meeting yìí àníwọ̀nba díẹ̀ tí mo rí yẹn náà mo like orí mi wú mo feel at home because inú ẹ̀sìn Christian náà bí mi sí bọ́n ṣe bí mi sẹ́sìn Christian but ìgbà tí mo wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe research mo wá rí pé wọ́n ìtàn gbogbo nǹkan tó yìnbó fún wa irọ́ gbagba pákárá ni Jesus tán gbé wá sí Áfíríkà kò rí is fake ìtàn òòṣà ńlá àti àwọn Ọ̀rúnmìlà làwọn òyìnbó change tán fi create Bible wọ́n wá lọ create àwọn characters tó jọ wọ́n wá fi kó àwa Yorùbá lẹ́rú so àtìgbà yẹn ni mo ti wá ní passion láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé káwọn Ọ̀yọ́ wa a ní láti padà sí tradition wa ṣẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé èmi náà kò dẹ́ ṣe pé mo ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní knowledge but àwọn dádì wọ́n nawọ́ ìfẹ́ sí mi àwọn náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní tún fi mí mọ̀nà àtàwọn babaláwo kan ṣùgbọ́n mo dúpẹ́ ní èní láti darapọ̀ mọ́ ètò yìí mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ fún ẹ̀yin mọ́mì mi àtẹ̀yin dádì mi ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nínú ìṣẹ̀ṣe yìí tí ẹ jẹ́ kí ìṣẹ̀ṣe parun torí tó wáyé pé gbogbo wa ti di Christian lénìí ìṣẹ̀ṣe wa ti lọ nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ̀yin tó yẹ pé ẹ jẹ́ kí ìṣẹ̀ṣe yìí parun ẹ̀yin náà ni à ń wò ń sìn lójú láti to be our pride to be our own mentor àti role model wa ẹ ṣé gan púpọ̀ bàbá mi àti ìyá mi mo dúpẹ́ o.
well ẹ kú dìde ṣe rí ẹni tó ń pè ní Ọbàtálá alágbára ni o alágbára ni wọ́n mo rò pé a rí àpẹẹrẹ yẹn dájúdájú nítorí ọjọ́ tí mo sọ wípé òní la máa ṣe ìjókòó yìí mi ò mọ̀ pé ó máa bọ́ sí ọ̀sẹ̀ òòṣà wọ́n ní Olódùmarè ló ń fiṣẹ́ yín ni nígbà táwa ń ṣe sùúrù pé kí àwọn tó wà nífẹ̀ẹ́ kí wọ́n darapọ̀ mọ́ wa àwọn èèyàn mi láti odidi Ọ̀yọ́ Aláàfin wọ́n ṣerú ẹ̀ rí wọ́n pè mí pẹ̀lú fídíò mo ní akínà tó fẹ́ wọ́n ní àwọn ń ṣọ̀ṣẹ̀ òòṣà ní òòṣà Ọbàtà àwọn ní àwọn dẹ̀ fẹ́ kí n rí ẹ gbogbo àwọn ọmọ òòṣà àti gbogbo àwọn táwọn ń ṣọ̀ṣẹ̀ kí n gbúre fún wọn wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé fídíò sí mo rí wọn tí wọ́n ń ṣe ọ̀ṣẹ̀ ó tún wá tún wọn Olódùmarè náà ṣe rí àwọn Kìrìsìtẹ́nì wọn ní onínú mímọ́ àyà funfun àwa kan tá a wà ń di òòṣà funfun nẹ́nẹ́ ni wá ibẹ̀ náà ló tún fà mí ò sọ fún àwọn tó wà nífẹ̀ẹ́ pẹ́ dákun o ẹ jẹ́ kí n wo bí tẹ́ḿpùlù ṣe rí o ẹ fi hàn wá o ṣùgbọ́n òòṣà ńlá alábàálàṣẹ ó gba gbogbo iṣẹ́ yẹn ṣe ó jẹ́ kó jẹ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ ọjọ́ tí wọ́n ṣe kíni tí wọ́n yìn tí wọ́n ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń jó fún ọjọ́ tó ń pàápàá wà lórí ìtẹ́ ṣe rí pé iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ wa Olódùmarè tó fi máa dá wa ní ẹjọ́ táwọn irúnmọlẹ̀ tó bá ti mi ò sọ pé ẹjọ́ o ṣe ni kẹ́ fi gbogbo bẹ̀ ẹ ṣáà wá kẹ́ ṣàlàyé ni mo wí ṣùgbọ́n àpẹẹrẹ ńlá ló jẹ́ wípé tí èèyàn bá ti ní èròǹgbà tí èròǹgbà yẹn tó bá dẹ̀ ti jẹ́ èròǹgbà mímọ́ gbogbo nǹkan ẹ̀ ló máa yọrí sí rere kódà ní ìyá èmi náà ó yà mí lẹ́nu pé Olódùmarè wá ṣe ní ọjọ́ ńlá ó ṣe lọ́jọ́ ìyẹ mo wo ọ̀tún mo rọ́yọ̀ mo wo Ifẹ̀ mo wo Àlàáfíà mo rí Ifẹ̀ ẹjọ́ ẹni tó bá ní ẹlẹ́dàá tèmi ò mọ̀ ṣe ẹ̀ ń ṣe ni kó máa lọ fi tèmi tọrẹ kórí lè yan fún bó ṣe yan fèmí nítorí pé bọ́n wí láàárọ̀ bọ́n wí lọ́sàn-án bọ́n wí lálẹ́ ibi tí àwọn bàbá ńlá tèmi jókòó sí ò ní pé wọn ò sí níbi irọ́ ó ti o irọ́ kò lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ nídìí àwọn nǹkan abínibí àwọn nǹkan ìṣẹ̀ǹbáyé a gbọ́dọ̀ máa fi rọ́kún ẹnìkan ní ìjẹta ó pè mí ó béèrè ọ̀rọ̀ kan mo sọ fún mo ní babaláwo ni kò lọ yọjú sí o mo ní ṣùgbọ́n ìlú bíi tí wọ́n ti bí ẹni kò lọ ẹni yìí dẹ̀ gbọ́ tèmi ó dẹ̀ lọ ń bò débẹ̀ wọ́n sọ odúfà tó jáde fún wọ́n kàn kọ pépà ètùtù fún ni tó ti yẹ yín ètùtù náà kọ síbẹ̀ wọn
Mm.
ṣàlàyé odùfá tó jáde.
Mm.
Why am I using this as an example? We have to get ourselves in order. Béèyàn bá lọ rí ẹni tó bá fẹ́ yẹ nǹkan wò fún, ó ṣe pàtàkì tó bá lọ bá babaláwo béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé odùfá wo ló jáde, kí lorúkọ odùfá náà,
Ah.
kí lorúkọ odùfá náà. Ẹni tí mo rán pé kó dorí kọ ìlú ibi tí wọ́n ti bí, ó ní mọ́mì nígbà tó ń débẹ̀ wọ́n lé tutù lọ́rọ̀ wọn gbà, wọ́n dẹ̀ kọ̀wé fún wọn, wọ́n ṣí gbogbo owó yẹn fún, wọ́n fún ní bank account tó máa sanwó sí, wọ́n fún phone number
Gbádùn ẹ̀.
wọn. Tó ti yé yín
Senior boy.
now,
bẹ́ẹ̀ wà.
nígbà tó ti ẹ̀ ń fẹnu sọ fún mi, ó ní wọn kò sọ odùfá tó jáde fún, mo ní wọn sọ odùfá, ó ní rárá o, ó ní òun ní mọ́mì, ó dẹ̀ ó yà fọ́tò ẹ̀, ó fi ránṣẹ́ sí mi lórí WhatsApp. Mo wá pe àwọn tó ń ṣe kátàkátà bíi katapila,
Àbí?
mo pe wọn straight, mo ní ẹ dákun ẹ má máa dójú tì wá, orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lẹwà ńbẹ̀ Yorùbá, mo dẹ̀ ní kéèyàn wá yín lọ, ó ló débẹ̀. Mo ní ó ṣe wá jẹ́ tutù ní pọ́n lẹ́kọ́ fún odùfá olójà, bàbá ẹ̀ tí mo bá sọ, ó lóun ò mọ̀wé kọ́, ó láwọn ọmọ òun ló kọ́, ó ní wọn kọ́ odùfá sí, mo ní sì ìtumọ̀ wá ju mi, odùfá wo ṣọ́kété ló ń jẹ́ odùfá. Bàbá ní kí n ṣe sùúrù, mo ní mo ṣe sùúrù, wọ́n bá mo ní ẹ gbọ́ fóònù fún ọmọkùnrin náà, mo bá bí, ó lóun kọ́ síbẹ̀, mo ní kò sí ń bí báyìí, mo bá ka gbóhùn tó kọ́ síbẹ̀. So ẹ jẹ́ kí àwa tí a bá fẹ́ máa rìnrìn ìlànà àbáláyé ká wádìí òótọ́, ká mọ bá a ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ rìn. Ẹlòmíì kò mọ̀ pé Ọbàtálá temple wà tó lè dorí kọbẹ̀ straight. Èmi ò rí point kẹ́nìkan máa lọ sí kọ́ máa pákọ̀rọ̀ lọ́bẹ̀ nìkan straight. Tó bá fẹ́ bọ Ṣàngó dorí kọ yọ,
Àbí?
tó ti yẹ bó bá fẹ́ bọ Bàtálá dorí kọ Ifẹ̀, dorí kọ bẹ̀. Tó bá wá pè wọ́n níbẹ̀ tán bá ní ẹnìkan wà nítòsí ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ o, ibẹ̀ ni kó dúró sí, ìyẹn tún yàtọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo máa ń sọ fún gbogbo èèyàn, bó bá ń wọ́ lọ́ṣun, ńṣe ni kó contact wọn lóṣogbo. Tó bá ní ò lè travel wá sóṣogbo, jẹ́ kán sọ ibi tó máa dorí kọ fún ẹ. Tó bá ń wọ́ ní Ṣàngó, dorí kọ ilé ẹlẹ́gùn Ṣàngó lọ́yọ̀ọ́, kán sọ ibi tó máa dorí kọ fún ẹ. Basically, we have the headquarters of all these ancestors, all the headquarters of these ancestors, be it Ọ̀rúnmìlà, be it Ọ̀ṣun, be it Ṣàngó, be it Ògún, be it Ọya, be it Yemọja. No matter who you are talking about, we have headquarters. So don't let anybody fool you. And as far as those who go around dressing themselves like Christmas tree,
like
calling themselves Oba, this Oba is so cheap. Anybody will say, I'm Oba this, I'm Oba Birin, I'm Oba this, Oba that. Everybody's Oba. Everybody's Oba. So if everybody's Oba, who will be the subjects of this Oba? And Oba Meso, as far as I know, have you given anybody any title yet? Are you supposed to give title? Because all of you Oba from Obatala temple, before we know it, they are given title here. Some people came to London, was it a year plus ago? They hired a hall and they brought themselves and they said they were given title Obatala.
We challenged them and then we draw the line, and amendment has been done with what happened in London. Personally, I called you and I explained, and then I filed a report from Ife to them, and then the person that did that incident was like dead weak. They called him to Ife, and the lady went to Ife and did a proper write-down.
Permit me to say this. We should stop putting ourselves in position where we are correcting major mistakes. I was sitting in my home. I was given video, picture of many people giving titles to
we don't
on behalf of Obatala.
The question you asked me, if I've given anybody title,
yes.
If I even have right to give title,
Benny.
that is the question.
Yes.
First, yes. One, I have right to give a title
Yes.
under the supervision of the Oba Isuru in Ife and the authority of Balesu and the Council of Oli. They have to be aware. Why? Because I am Oba Isuru in Ife. I can't just give title to somebody without the name, the person. They have to check in the holy temple, the holy royal temple. Oruko, the name, his mother name, the date of death, even his criminal record. We go deep into that. We can't just give somebody title. We don't know who this person. It could be Boko Haram. It could be any of the terrorist organization member. So I won't allow that to happen. I will not bring somebody that is in a terrorist organization to come into the royal family. People that will come close to Obalesu, that will come close to the Orisha. No.
Sorry, politics.
Let me come in there. Obameso, are you still there?
I'm there. Yeah.
Right. Let me come in for those who have been watching who may not understand a lot of what we've been explaining. Now, let me use Celestial Church as an example. Celestial Church has got headquarters. The headquarters is either in Imeko or is actually somewhere in Lagos.
Lagos, yeah.
Now, the Cherubim and Seraphim, they have their headquarters. The headquarters is supposed to be in Ikare. Now, that is where the equivalent of the shrine of Mosi Olum, if I'm not insulting anybody, that's where he's been laid to rest.
Yeah.
In Ikare, that's where he is. That's where he is. Now, the same thing, Obatala's resting place, his final home is in Ife. So, if anyone is going to have any association of any kind, if I can compare that with Christianity, anybody can, for instance, try to set up a Redeemed Church branch in London. They cannot just go and gather themselves together and start calling themselves Redeemed Church.
No.
Somebody cannot just get up and say, I'm a Redeemed pastor, or say he's a pastor representing Redeemed. It's also would be unusual for anybody to set up an Anglican parish.
No, it's not possible.
Or CMS parish or CSC parish without reference to the headquarters.
Yeah.
And the headquarters must know who is the parish vicar in charge of XYZ. I don't know why our people in particular don't see Obatala religion, Ifa religion, Oshun religion. They don't see it in that light. You don't just go into any church without seeing evidence that that church is accredited. If you do, you are taking a risk. So it's the same thing. The purpose of this program is to let my viewers know that when it comes to any of the Orisha of Yoruba land, their headquarters are traceable in the first instance to Ile-Ife.
To Ile-Ife. Yeah. Yeah, this one.
There's no Orisha that is not traceable to Ile-Ife.
Yeah.
Now, it's very important when people are seeking help, and people are forever seeking help.
Yeah.
Well, one important point I must make, or don't go to Orisha looking for somebody who is going to tie your husband to a padlock.
It's not. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, that's exactly like the herbalist.
Don't go to Orisha wanting somebody. Don't go to Orisha asking for your employer to be made bankrupt because you're not happy. Don't go to Orisha with bad things.
The bad things.
Orisha is not for bad things.
No.
Don't go to Orisha saying, somebody has taken your husband. You want something done to the person. Orisha, don't do bad things. Hear it from me. Don't do bad things.
That's true.
Orisha, don't do bad things. So if there's anybody telling you that Orisha will help you to catch somebody else's husband and make that man your own, please, don't even dare. So I want to leave you without any doubt that Obatala represent goodness, represent purity, represents anything that will bring you innermost peace, anything that will make you worthy to be seen as a creature of Olodumare. Obatala doesn't do bad things. Obatala doesn't do bad things. So please, I repeat, all those of you looking for husband here and there, and you're, oh, by the way, Obameso, if they are looking for husband, can they come to you?
Yeah. Looking for them, we direct them to.
Will Orisha find the husband?
We will direct them to Orishala. Orishala will do that. It's Alabala share. We'll consult Baba in Ife and their priests and legumes and there are oracle players in Obatala Temple as well, which there are 16 oracle players in Obatala Temple. Yeah, then we consult, we can ask, we pray, we consult Obatala. We ask Obatala if it is possible. And these are the things we are saying, that there's a level you come in Obatala that all these things you have to go through it. It's not just money. It's not about crown. The Obatala is a decision fine, but there are these spiritual things, the spiritual aspect of it that you need to learn, that you need to understand, that they need to put you through, especially when you are spiritually a daughter or a son to Obatala. Even before many people, some people, before they come to Obatala Temple, they already connect that spirit. The spirit is already in them. It's just for you to come so that they'll put you through. Like what Baba was saying today, really, even before I even go to Obatala, in my dream, I see Obatala. When I'm going to work, I see I've not seen it before. I thought I was going crazy. I see a very white man with a long beard, tall as, it's like a giant. So I was like, who is this man? Why is he following me? So, well, until I start to trace back my tradition life, I start to trace it back to Ife and trace it back to where I was from. Then I now get to the Obatala Temple. Then I find out. The moment I got there, I felt it. He appears again, and I told Baba, who's this who I've been seeing in my dream? So Baba said, yeah, that is Baba himself. So that made me to go deep again into Obatala. So many people are seeing things that they do not understand. This is why you should go to the source. You don't just go to, I'm not saying Babalawo don't know all these things. If I will tell them to tell you, but they should direct these people to the resource. You cannot be Ifa priest. You are telling people that, oh, you can do Shango, you can do Obatala, you can do this. Yes, you have the gift to give all these things. Only Ifa ló máa ń fún gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà ló ń jẹ. Ṣé ìwọ ní òrìṣà yẹn ni? Ṣé ìwọ ti dó òrìṣà ni? Jẹ́ ń gbowó owó Obatala ẹ máa jẹ, owó Shango ẹ máa jẹ, owó Ògún ẹ máa jẹ. Why? You don't need to do that.
Well, after many years of involvement in this field, I've discovered that if there is the possibility of restructuring, if I can use that, if we can restructure, my view is that the Ifa priests should just consult and deliver messages and let the people go to whoever they're supposed to go to. If Ifa talks about Obatala, then I feel they should just refer on to Obatala priest. If the Ifa talks about Shango, please refer to Shango.
You can go.
If the Ifa talks about Oshun,
Straight
many
to
do. Go to Oshun.
Mm.
If it's Ogun, go to Ogun. But I have to say there are some Babalawos I've come across who they also have the capacity to reach out. But I don't believe that every Osho person can see the need to feed Obatala and be able to do the feeding of the Obatala. We are very fortunate as Yoruba people worldwide. We also have the capacity to reach out to Lodumare in many different ways. But the most important thing is don't let anybody fool you.
That's the most
Don't
important
let
thing.
anybody fool you. If you are unsure, especially when you come across all these people on the internet, on Facebook, advertising, please, if you are not sure,
Hello, Mink.
if you are not sure,
But
I
you
will
have the key now.
suggest, please, can you mute yourself, madam?
Okay, with Ben. Okay, I'm coming.
So I would suggest, before we end this program, Obameso, have you got your telephone number handy?
Yeah.
Because I'll be very grateful if you can give out your telephone number for any further information that will lead those who are interested in knowing more about Obatala and Ile-Ife to the right source. So over to you. Please give my viewers your telephone number.
Okay, my telephone number is, if you're calling from overseas, +44 74 7753. I'm typing it in 53, then 8 9 10. So my telephone number is +44 74 7753 8910. Yeah, so I just posted there.
So to repeat, the telephone number is +44.
My telephone number is +44 74 77 53 8910. So I just posted in there.
Okay. Well, the reason why he is able to give his number is because in Christendom, he is the ordained, anointed, ordained Obatala priest.
Yes.
Ordained, anointed Obatala priest. So on that note,
Are you waiting for Ben?
Madam, can I ask you to please log out?
Mink, I'm on program. Don't disturb me.
Can you please log out?
Program, yeah.
Okay, ma. Ma join pada.
So people are listening.
Right. So I want to apologize for that little disruption. Far too often, my people are not used to Zoom, and they seem to believe they are in somebody else's living room where they can simply be free. And it's nice that they can be free to do what they wish. But however, let me conclude this program. First of all, by thanking all those who have facilitated the success of this program. In particular, I want to thank Obameso. He's the first I would thank, and he's going to be able to thank the other two in the most appropriate traditional manner, because that is what everyone should do. Wherever you receive traditionalists, it's very important to identify one of them is going to be able to ensure all the rites are done in an appropriate manner. I'm not Obatala priestess, no. But I can assure you, I sleep, dine, eat,
You are still daughter of Obatala.
and at the heart of Obatala always. So, Oba Meso, mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ púpọ̀ lọ́wọ́ yín. A kú iṣẹ́ tí orí yàn, aláṣeyege ni yín, ẹ túbọ̀ máa ṣàṣeyọrí. Àṣegbá yìí á jẹ́ tiyín o. Ẹ wá ń fẹ́ kó dáa fún òrìṣà àlà. Ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ lè jẹ́ fún gbogbo àwọn tó bá ń wá bá yín. Ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ á jẹ́ tiyín o. Àìríjẹ ò ní jẹ́ tiyín, àìrímu ò ní jẹ́ tiyín. Ìdílé yín, ìdílé tó lórúkọ ni, kò ní ti pàṣẹ tí kò bàjẹ́. Wọ́n ní ẹ̀ǹkùlé lọ̀tá wà, wọ́n nílé la ṣe ní gbé. Ọ̀tá ilé ò ní mẹ̀yìn, ọ̀tá títagun ò ní mọ̀ yín. Wọ́n ní à ń jù wọ́n ní kò ṣeé wí lẹ́jọ́, wọ́n ní ìjà ìlara kò tán bọ̀rọ̀. Mo gbàdúrà pé àwọn èèyàn á máa lára yín o, torí tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ní nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe tó wúlò, wọn ní máa lára yín. Wọ́n ní ariwo ọjà kì í poṣù, pé wọ́n ní pariwo yín yẹn, Olódùmarè ní jọ́ kẹ́ẹ̀rí ẹjọ́ máa pariwo yín, torí pé kí ni ariwo ọjà kò ní pa oṣù. Orí aláriwo ní, orí oníṣe ní, orí ẹni tó mọ̀ ní, ẹ máa mọ̀ ọ́, ẹ máa mọ̀ ọ́ ṣe. Àṣìṣe kì í bọ́jọ́ o, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kì í bóṣù. Èyí báyìí tí mo wí fún yín yẹn, àṣẹ yẹn kó jẹ́ ti Ọbàtálá. Àṣẹ yẹn kó jẹ́ ti alábàáláṣẹ. Àṣẹ yẹn kó jẹ́ ti bàbá tèmi, Tẹ́lároko, Ṣàngó, Arẹ̀kújayé kó jẹ́ tiẹ̀. Mo wá fi àṣẹ ti ẹni tèmi tún tẹ ẹsẹ̀ jáde Ọ̀rànmíyàn, àṣẹ yẹn kó jẹ́ tiẹ̀. Mo wá ti pàṣẹ Ọ̀rànmíyàn, mo wá doríkọ Oòduà Àtẹ̀wọ̀nrọ̀. Mi ò wá lè máa sọ wípé iṣẹ́ tá a bá rán kọ́ òun lọ́kọ́ ń jẹ́. Iṣẹ́ tí Ọọ̀ni ìrìṣà, àrólé Oòduà.
Wà láti ọ̀run.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọba ń kí yín, tó jẹ́ wípé ọba tí ń gbọ́ ìjọbalẹ̀ ọba ni wọ́n. Orí ìtẹ́ bàbá ńlá wọn kò ní gbóná mọ́ wọn. Mo á fi àṣẹ tí mo fi parí ẹ̀ tó. Ìbáyìí tí mo wí yẹn àròsọ ìrọ̀mọ́. Ó yẹ wá bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọba Alámọ̀ àti bàbá wa ọba Lẹ́sùn Ọbàtálá. Over to you now.
Ẹ ṣé yìí, ẹ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín pátápátá o. Bàbá Alámọ̀, a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá wa àrólé Ọbàtálá, ìkú àkọtarúọlá. Ẹ ṣé lénìí tó jáde ní ẹsẹ̀ Ọbàtálá, ránṣẹ́ ọ̀sẹ̀ Ọbàtálá. Ó tún jáde lénìí tó wá bá wa sọ̀rọ̀, bá gbogbo ayé sọ̀rọ̀ ní pàápàá, ó sọ pa gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ òmìnira tó ń sọ pa Oòduà nation. Ó ti sọ ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé bàbá arúgbó ti sọ. Òun náà bàbá máa ń sọ fún mi pé bàbá arúgbó máa ń sọ pé ìgbà mi wá kàn jáde, a ní regional government. Mo ní kí ló jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ìgbà mi tí mi pẹ̀lú bàbá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, bàbá rọ̀ gẹ̀gùn ni, a ní bàbá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀. So a dúpẹ́ fún Olódùmarè, àwọn tó ń jà fún Oòduà nation, tó ń sọ pé olórìṣà ò sọ̀rọ̀, àwọn l'Ọbàtálá ò sọ̀rọ̀. Bàbá ti sọ̀rọ̀ lénìí o, pé wọ́n mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀, wọ́n ń ṣàdúrà, wọ́n ń ṣètùtù, wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ pé kí gbogbo ẹ̀ tó bọ́ sí, tí ìkan wa ó tọ́ sí wa o. Àníṣorí gbalẹ̀, àníráburú. Gbogbo lọ́wọ́ sí báyìí, Ọbàtálá alábàáláṣẹ, ó máa bá wa ṣe o. Ìjà ìjìyà ní ìpàrùkà o.
On behalf of all of you, I thank His Divine Grace, Ọba Lẹ́sùn Ọbàtálá of the whole world. I thank him very much. He's the Arule Obatala. I thank him and I wish him long life, continued success in his quest to further illuminate the world of Obatala, already internationalized and no doubt global. Thank you to those of you who have joined me for this program. I thank
Thank
my
you.
team, the crew in the studio, the young lady who joined us. Thank you very much for being here. And on that note, I want to say,
Thank you.
till the
That was
next
good.
episode, I am Erelu Tuwashe, and you've just been watching Agbakunitoni Odua. It simply means, may we never lack elders in
The land of
Odua land.
Israel.
And so it shall be. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o.
Ẹ ṣé mo
Ẹ
dúpẹ́
ṣé
yìí.
gan. Thank you very much indeed.
Ẹ ṣé o.
Ọpẹ́. Ẹ ṣé o.